you wanted to ask or
Uh,
talk
sh-
through.
sure.
Um, just so you're aware, on May 14th, that's in 2 weeks, there's going to be a new season of Diablo, season 4. As such, if the intention is to play through the whole Diablo campaign, approximately 26 hours on the short end, um, we won't really be able to get through that by the time the new season comes out.
All right.
People on Twitch are less likely to want to watch the campaign on after four or sorry, after the season 4 comes out
All right.
because there's a lot of changes that are happening
Okay.
to to the game. Um, is this something that you care about, or is this not something you care about?
Um, no, not something I really care about, but if we plan on, but I guess doing intermediate stuff between like season and campaign stuff would be kind of good, just to freshen things up.
You want to take, I don't know.
It's, well, what was that again?
I was gonna ask if you wanted to do season 4,
Uh, sure,
uh, just for like a week or so.
sure. I can work with that. I'll just let you know what times I can be there for that.
Sure.
Since, a- anyways, back to the moment of hand. I'm actually streaming right now. This is kind of awkward. So, hello everyone. This is Dry Oasis. I'm your host for the day, and these are my two co-hosts, Kirby and Snorlax. Say hello, Kirby and Snorlax. Hello. And joining us today, as usual on these weekends, is FuzzyCow. Say hello, FuzzyCow.
Hello. So I hear we're playing a little bit of a different game today.
Yep, we are currently playing Diablo 4. If you're wondering about why we're not doing more of Phoenix right now, I'm sorry. I'm just in gasp of the fact that I have to. This update. Oh man. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I think the actual stream won't happen until like 4 o'clock. What in the actual world?
Yeah, there have been a lot of changes since this game was first released. They've been doing several seasons. Each season adds some additional in-game bosses, some changes to what the the legendaries and uniques are available. Um, yeah, there've been quite a few changes
Right?
since we started. More, one of the bigger factors is that they're doing a PTR, which is a pre-release trial, and for the upcoming Diablo 4 season 4. which introduces Loot 2.0, which is basically a complete revamp of the loot system. But long story short, they're basically changing everything, and so that's why there's a lot of you know updates here.
I see. Hmm. Hmm. I used my regular Xbox One. I am currently using the Elite Xbox controller I got a while ago, but never, for whatever reason, opened it until just recently. So,
All right,
yeah,
I will be playing on computer, mouse and keyboard.
yep. Thank gosh for crossplay.
Yep.
Hmm. Okay, so this thing's going to be updating for at least like an hour or so. So, what to do in the meantime? Got any thoughts of what we can do here?
Uh, there are some things I think we could talk about if that's interesting. I do not know what games are available, so I don't know that side of things, but I have some topics of conversation if that's what you're leading towards.
Uh, sure, I'm down with anything stretch, just to stretch at anything right now. I'm just going to go
Yeah.
with chat time.
So I see that you're a pretty big fan of Hades.
Oh yeah, I really am.
Are you prepared for the release of Hades 2?
I've been waiting for that one for a long, long time.
Yeah. So they did the pre-launch, pre-alpha test. They did that like last week. Um, so I think it's gonna come out, this week, next week, somewhere like that.
Oh man. I mean, there's also the fact that there's a Nintendo Direct where an E3 should be like June 21st or whatever, so they'll probably announce it for consoles around that time. Who knows?
It's gonna be alpha, right? So I don't know if it's going to consoles that quick. But do you know if the original Hades was in consoles that fast? Was in consoles during alpha?
I don't I don't really know the developmental details because I got it after just looking through the best games of 2020, and I was thinking to myself, "Oh, right, this actually looks pretty cool. Might as well check it out." To be honest, Hades is still one of my favorite games of all time, just
Cool.
because of how I'm a classics nerd. I grew up. I actually took Latin in hi- high school, so that tells you more about that. Not to mention its theme of dying is actually to its advantage more than any other roguelike I've ever played. It's
The
like
cyclical nature of it, yeah.
the what?
Cyclical nature. It starts where you're kind of reborn and emerging from the pool, and then it ends where you die. Every time.
Yeah, something like that. The fact that you feel when at first you don't succeed, try and try again is what I think it Hades is actually trying to accomplish. In a sense, I think it works that way because I don't know, I just really loved it, and I get better and better with each time I play it. I've actually have streamed it before, among other things.
Yeah.
Should probably
Um,
after I take care of my Final Fantasy stuff, I should probably get back into that among a whole other things in my backlog.
so how's Final Fantasy going for you?
Let's see here. I think I will tell you this. I've been playing all three of the Final Fantasy 7 stuff that has come for the PS5. Crisis Core, Final Fantasy 7 Reunion, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and finally Rebirth. I've got into beating Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7 Reunion because it's actually shorter thanks to the fact that it was a port of a PSP game, but I think that's a win in its favor, the fact that it's different enough and it's from a different character's point of view.
All
Anyways,
right.
we can. As for remake, I think I'm about like 50% there with the game. If I know things. As for rebirth, I think I'm like at 25% right now. I just recently got Yuffie, and there's like three other characters that joined so far, and I haven't got into the big places yet. Like, I can't wait for the gold saucer. I can't wait to go to the gold saucer. I can't wait to go to the gold saucer. I can't wait. I can't wait to go to gold saucer.
I have never played Final Fantasy VII, so I'm sure it's an awesome place to be.
It's basically full of mini games.
Oh, okay. So is it like a casino?
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. They just mean don't have game.
So the intention is to play Diablo 4 today, right?
Alright.
Have you thought about what character you want to play?
Let's see here. I was thinking about a thief, maybe?
A rogue?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So rogues have two main play styles, right? You've got your close and personal, maybe like a twisting blades or a there's one that like you sneak around and hide. And there's like the range, the bow rogue. Have you do you know which way you're leaning towards?
Uh, what was that again? Bow Rogue and other one?
You got bow rogue, and then you've got like twisting blades rogue. They're the
Oh,
main builds
Oh,
for rogue.
that's. Oh, Bow Rogue sounds. Bow Rogue
All right,
sounds nice.
all right.
Here.
I'm trying to do a
Ooh,
sorcerer. Um, so I was I don't know. Sorcerers are kind of elemental.
that that's nice.
Should I do ice or should I do, fire or electricity?
Hmm. I'd say electricity.
Electricity.
I've heard great. I guess I'll go and see what's on Game Pass.
Yeah, I could try electricity.
Heard really good things about another Krebs treasure.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like uh what's it called? The one popular game, Dark Souls,
I
only with
see.
crabs. Are you a big fan of Dark Souls?
Um, I've have I haven't really. Oh. Um, say that one more time.
Are you a big fan of Dark Souls?
I've only I've I've haven't really played it, but I do know of the but I do know how it works out or something like that. It's one of those mechanically rich games.
Okay.
I do have that for the Nintendo Switch, but other I heard the closest things that's probably better is Elden Ring.
I've heard Elden Ring's pretty good too.
Yeah, yeah, it had to be the best game of the year according to some people.
I think that one's getting a sequel, right?
I haven't heard anything to be honest.
I thought I saw a commercial for a sequel the other day. They're trying to be like Lord of the Ringsy, right? Like it's medieval.
Yeah, it's medieval.
Uh, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree. It's a DLC.
Hmm, that sounds nice.
I guess the DLC is releasing on June 21st, so late June.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I guess I did see a commercial about it. So, any other big games on your horizon?
Um, other big games on my horizon. Can't wait
Yeah,
for the 23rd, I think, because it's going to be Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door remake.
it's a GameCube game, right?
Yeah, I can't believe it took them this long.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's also one of your favorite games of all time.
Oh,
So you're looking
definitely,
forward to it.
at least top 10.
Cool. Have you played the other Paper Mario games? I think when you first started streaming, you were playing the original Paper Mario.
Oh no, that was Super Mario RPG. Don't have to
Oh,
argue with
Super
that
Mario
one though.
RPG.
Yeah. honestly, the original game. Actually, I don't know if it was underrated, but unless it was like Gina conversation of Gino being in Smash Brothers. Nobody really talks about that game too much, from what I've known, anyways.
Yeah, I hear it's popular though. People bring it up pretty regularly whenever there's talk about some of the best RPGs. Now that one's one of the like few interactions between Nintendo and the people who make uh, Final Fantasy,
Yeah, Square Enix.
Square Enix.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a also like F-Zero GX is one of those rare contributions between Nintendo and Sega,
Yeah.
right?
Nintendo and Sega. I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah. They had an arcade game called F-Zero AX and the GameCube game F-Zero GX. Um, it's a very tight game, but you can't play it anymore. So why worry about that, I guess. Another one was like Dreams was a Nintendo collaboration between Nintendo and Sony, or sorry, Sega,
Hmm.
but you know, not a big deal. So you playing Helldivers?
Oh yeah, I've been playing Helldivers. Been an that's been a fun game, but it's kind but the way I play it is kind of like but I've been playing it on my Steam Deck, and yeah, that has been a little bit of a hurdle to record. Gotta admit that.
My understanding is that Helldivers is under some kind of controversy.
Helldivers is under some kind of controversy. Never heard that.
Yeah, I think there's like either a problem with the PlayStation port or there's a problem with the PC port, but like one of the two communities is having a hell of a time.
Huh.
I don't know. I don't play Helldivers, but that's what I'm hearing.
Interesting.
So next week you're playing some more Mario Kart and Smash Bros. And Final Fantasy.
Eh, that's kind of I forgot to like take care of that, or at least like take care of like changing that up or something, or at least like changing that schedule theme because it's not like it's supposed to be there. I forgot to update it. It's basically I have stuff I have to do those days, so I won't be able to play on those days, or at least
Okay,
play at night for those days.
sure. So how's it going over there? You almost
Uh,
done with the update?
let's check it out. Oh, I think I can play it, but I don't think it installed the DLC or whatever.
Not DLC. Seasonal mechanics. More than likely, it just didn't install the high res visuals.
Yeah, likely.
So cool. You want to try to start it?
See
You want
here.
to wait for the high res visuals?
See here. Let's let's see about that once more. Character. Oh, never mind. Let's take it. Don't think I can play it yet. Let me try to get into it.
All right.
I don't think it wants me to play just yet, as aggravating as that is.
All right. So, were you able to watch Backlash last night
Oh
or
yeah,
yesterday?
totally forgot about that. They just had to do it the same day as May the Fourth be with you day.
Yeah. So WWE had a live event, I guess, because it's not a pay per view anymore, called Backlash in France, and the crowds for that one were pretty rowdy.
I
I had a
mean,
lot
what
of
do you
fun.
expect? They haven't gone to. I don't think they've had a pay per view in France for some time.
This is their first one, I think. So, I mean, in terms of like story developments, um, there was a match between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus the new members of the Bloodline. So that's Joey Bantu and Osa Katoa, something like that.
Yeah,
And you know, that was a match.
indeed.
I'm not really into the Bloodline stuff. Um, I watch Raw, not SmackDown. So I've been missing Roman Reigns and everything he's doing on that one.
Yeah.
Um, and then after that, there was a match between Bailey, Naomi, and I want to say Trisha. It was a triple threat for the women's title.
Okay.
Um, and like the fans, they every time that someone would be announced for the match, the fans would the audience would shout back. And
I
so
can
basically
definitely
like
imagine.
yeah, there was a lot of fan interactions. They were singing songs the whole night. Even when the music would stop, the fans would keep singing. That was pretty cool. It was a very energetic match, or sorry, energetic crowd.
I can definitely imagine that.
Yeah. So
See here. I'm just gonna see what's on sale.
sounds good.
My boyfriend. Ooh. Hmm. Where's- Ooh. Find them. I got Strider and Code for Resident Evil Code Veronica X on for cheap. Or at least the original, the remake Strider.
Okay.
Hmm. So, any anything you got going on recently?
We're gearing up for a vacation in June. So I got my passport in order, that kind of stuff. Um, Other than that, not really.
All right.
We're just trying to make our way through. You?
Um, oh, hold on, Maui. Oh, just making sure. All right. Anything going on with me? Well, I'll be helping out with an upcoming performance of. Okay. I'll be helping out with an upcoming performance of Light in the Piazza when two girls from the American South go to Italy, and one of them has a disability of a develop, developmental disability of a sort, and what happens will change their lives. Any, anyways, anyways, I think it's good right now. So, or at least Diablo 4 is good right now. So I'm going to create my new character,
All right.
and it will be a rogue.
I do not recommend that we do seasonal because seasonal mechanics will come in after you finish the campaign if
Oh,
the goal is to play the
never mind.
campaign.
It booted me out again.
All right.
Currently at 73%. What a bother. So, yeah, Light in the Piazza is going to be an interesting show. I've never heard of it, but I'm definitely doing it, or at least helping out with it as as backstage.
Cool.
Yep.
Back of house. Are you doing set design or are you doing lighting
Oh,
or
doing light design.
cool. $76.3. Keeps on chugging.
Oh, I'm guessing you're on my Discord. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. On my,
Twitch.
yep.
Yep. So how do you want to play this game?
by playing it on my Xbox.
Yeah. Do you want to like try to do all the quests? Do you want to go through the main story? You want to just do the whole power fantasy thing and just power up as quickly as possible? Like
Um,
what's your appeal for Diablo?
let's see here. Play the main quest if we don't have too much time to do the main quest stuff. At least do some side quests.
That is not how this works, right? Usually side quests are optional, main quests are not.
Oh, right, right.
So okay, we can prioritize main quests. Have you played this one before?
I've played. I played part of it.
How far did you get?
I think like honestly, 10%. I don't exactly
Okay.
remember where my original character left off.
Did you get to the second biome, second region? Did you get out of Fractured Peaks?
I think so. I haven't played it in a long time.
Okay. So by far the most popular uh characters are the barbarians. Um you probably see a lot of barbarians in the open world.
Mhm.
But they've got a good collection. At least the last time I played, they had a good collection. Um, but yeah,
Yep.
shouldn't be too big of a deal. You played any of the other Diablo games?
Um. Let's see here. I have. As for the other Diablo games, I've played a little bit of two, if memory serves me correctly.
So not a lot is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, really not a lot. I do know
Okay.
that the series exists, so
So what made you interested in Diablo 4?
um, let's see here. What made me interested?
Yeah. Why'd you buy it if you've never played much of it before?
Because it's probably one of the only few games I would ever think about getting for my Xbox Series X.
All right. Are you an exclusive console player?
No, 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 not really. I like to play on my PC from time to time, but I do kind of admit I either it needs to get maintenance or I need to get a new one because it does not handle big games like Fortnite and Helldivers really well.
Okay. Helldivers is on PlayStation, right?
Yeah, it's also on PC, Steam.
Well, so the controversy that I talked about earlier was that Helldivers is now requiring you to use the PlayStation Network to log into the PlayStation Network. So it
I
is
ha-
on.
I haven't heard
Go ahead.
anything like that.
You'll have to log in on the PlayStation Network now. That's that's gonna be frustrating.
I'm able to play my game online real fine without the PlayStation Network theme.
When's the last time you played Helldivers?
Actually, yesterday.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
I'm just going to get a little snack and some water while I wait for this.
Sounds good.
Wait a minute. Curious.
Sorry for the trouble. The intention is to play the Diablo 4 campaign. Um, at least a few hours of it today. Um, but we gotta wait for it to download first. So that's what's happening right now. The idea is that Dry Oasis will be playing a rogue, and I will be playing a sorcerer. I have not played the sorcerer yet, so that's going to be exciting. The rogue is always, entertaining. It's a fast-moving, uh, very actiony character. So pretty soon we'll be moving on to new things, actually playing the game. That'll be cool. It's my understanding that Dry has very little history with the game, so I might provide what commentary I can. Um, kind of provide story backing, and so we could kind of parse what's going on and why it's going on.
There we are. All right. It's
All right.
fun. Yep. Finally there. Right. Here we finally go. Sorry for the way long wait. Oh, darn. I forgot to bring my water up here. Hold on a moment. And there we go.
All right. Welcome to Diablo 4.
Finally.
So what do you know about Diablo 4?
Let's see here. If I remember, Summoners unleashed this devil named Lilith, and we, as a character, have some sort of connection to Lilith. And hold on a moment while I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we have some sort of connection to her, and jeez, and that's all I really remember.
All right.
Right, so guess I will create a new character again.
Okay. So the world of Diablo is kind of interesting. Um, there exists in the world of Diablo two great planes: the ethereal plane, which is filled with angels, and then hell, which is filled with devils and demons. Um, long story short, uh, they're at war. They've been at war forever, and we got to a point where sometime people, the demons and the angels, they decided that they didn't want to particularly be at war anymore. Um, so a small group of them got together and stole the World Stone. The World Stone basically allowed them to create the world of Sanctuary, which is where we exist. We are Nephilim, which are descendants of the angels and the demon. Uh, so yeah, that's kind of who we are. So yeah, basically we are super people. We have special powers that the normal denizens of Sanctuary do not possess. We're just coming off of Diablo 3. And in Diablo 3, the benefits of the Nephilim were like blown to a million. You were quite powerful. In fact, you were more powerful than you've ever been before. So one of the aspects about Diablo 3 that kind of carries over into Diablo 4 is that Mathiel, the angel of death, he decided that the Nephilim were too dangerous because they were able to go toe to toe with the angels and the demons. And as angels and demons are both fixed in quantity, whereas Nephilim are not fixed in quantity, he decided that he would use his power to basically curse the Nephilim and take away their power. Well, technically, he tried to suck all of the Nephilim into himself so that he could become the most powerful, right? But like, you quickly, as the hero of Diablo 3, put a stop to that one. So yeah, lots of cool things happening, lots of big exciting adventures to be had. In general, the concepts of Diablo is you're going to be fighting some demons. Demons are creatures from hell. They aspire to one of the seven deadly sins. There are there are three main leaders of hell. I want to make sure that I get this one right because I'm not going to get it right. Um, there are three great evils. Uh, Sorry, I'm looking at the Google. There's Mephisto, who is the father of lies. There's Diablo, who is the Lord of Terror. And there's Baal, who's the Lord of Destruction. You may remember the expansion for Diablo 2 was called Lord of Destruction. In that one, you were facing Baal primarily. So one of the aspects from Diablo 2 is that the great evils have been sealed away in these things called soul stones. Soul stones are a creation from the what's it called? Hyderum? Basically, a group of traveling scholars who try to study these monsters. So let me know when you're ready, and we can just start the game.
All right. Yep, I'm just gonna start the game. So, just the Turner realm, not the seasonal realm.
I do not recommend the seasonal realm. We're going to be kicked out of the seasonal realm before it makes any difference. So
All right.
just the eternal realm's fine.
Hmm. I think I'll go with veteran if that's all right.
Sure.
Sanctuary was never meant for humankind. It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells. Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Haradrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was, and Sanctuary's ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall.
That bird, though.
So one of the primary technology things that Diablo was very excited about when it was being released was that your character that you created in character creation is being depicted, being shown in these cutscenes. That's a pretty cool development, but in general, it is extremely underused. It's used like 3 times in the entire campaign, which is a joke. But it's really cool tech, especially for future RPGs. I don't know if Blizzard really plans on making hardcore RPGs, but there you go.
Stupid horse. Let the buddy stay on the floor. 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 Okay.
I should find
Yeah,
better
welcome to
shelter
the game.
before I freeze.
One of the things that I kind of recommend that you do real early is assign your skill. You should have one skill available to you. As soon as I can, I will try to join you. So you'll get a message for that.
All right.
Right now, you should have, it should just be under your skills. Be able to assign a skill. You may have to fight something first. So let's move down.
Right.
See if we can hit that level.
I'm not ready yet.
There you go. You should
I need more time.
Beat your first word. I'm sorry, I'm unfamiliar with the layout of the. You still have 0 skills available. Sorry. Keep continuing through the story, and I'm sure to unlock as you level up. So currently you're in Fractured Peaks. Fractured Peaks is kind of a frozen tundra space. It's originally, home of the world's the barbarian tribes that protected the world stone.
Road's blocked. should clear up some stones first.
Looks like I'm not able to join you just yet.
Okay.
So keep playing, and as soon as you can, I'll jump
I
in.
need more time.
Okay.
So you'll see, a lot of people running around here. You'll probably find some barbarians at some point. So, yeah. We're in the ice world.
Another abandoned town.
In general, there's about
Everywhere.
4 different
Fangs in the dark.
zones.
He bit me!
They increase in size
Careful.
as they
He's a
develop,
wild one.
right? So the first zone's probably the smallest. It's widely considered one of the better zones because, well, it's, tight. Just because there's a lot of people doesn't mean that it's not tight.
Yeah! I need more time. I need more time.
Oh, I am quickly becoming aware of why you have not found a level up. So there's these things called Altars of Lilith, which
Okay.
allow you to basically get permanent upgrades on all your future characters. I happen to have gone through the process of getting all of these characters, so I'm in the fortunate position of having a lot more early game power than you.
All right. Anyways.
What's it to you?
Oswin, hush! I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a
That's
difficult
just,
time.
one of the things that benefits from playing the game for a while, I guess.
I see.
This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Demons spilling from the ruins! Kill us all! Kill us all! Ruins? What is he talking about?
Come, I'll explain. There is evil staring in the ruins to the north. That poor monk back there must have gone inside. Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to run my character through as fast as possible so that I can get to the point where I can join you.
All right.
It might require us to get to the first, portal. After that, we should be able to do whatever we need to do.
Okay.
Could you protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
I'm gonna kill whatever's in those ruins before it gets the chance to kill me.
Truly?
One of the benefits
thank you.
of going through all this is I'm basically going to run through this very quickly, so I should be able to meet you.
Now I'm level 2.
Awesome. It's very important that you assign skills quickly, especially your first couple levels. There's a huge difference between your basic attack and your basic ability. so it looks like you made it to the town. You're being asked to go explore a dungeon. Dungeons are a mainstay of Diablo. You're going to probably be doing a lot of dungeons. This first one shouldn't be too bad. There are some things to be aware of, though. I'll talk about them as we get through.
Right.
But for now, using the basic ability, and you have the ability with your second level up to augment your ability, as you probably noticed. Make sure that that's an important thing.
I'm not ready yet.
Right now, taking whatever gear is available to you is always going to be best. But in general, you do want to be a little bit more picky. But we'll get to that probably when we're about level 20. We'll be able to better identify good equipment and gear that we want to go towards versus, just whatever we have available to us at the time where we're at right now.
Oops. I think I left there by mistake.
Yeah.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, nice. So I think something that we might have unwittingly done fairly well is your character is going to be pretty good at,
I need
range.
more time.
We're both going to be pretty good at range. The bosses for this game, you do have to kind of care about where you stand. So,
Hold on a moment. Say that one more time.
boss fights, where you stand matters. So we're going to have to care about that.
Right.
Yeah, continue making your way through here.
I'm not ready yet.
Found a healing whale, which is good. You may have noticed that there are a number of potions available to you. A healing well will allow you to fill up all of your potions in addition to your standard, health bar.
I need more time. I need more time.
So you do have a dash. It's important to know. A dash gives you some invincibility frames, which is very important to be aware of.
Say that one more time.
You have a dash available to you. Dash gives you some invincibility frames in addition to providing some space for you to speed up a little bit.
Right?
I'm not ready yet.
It's a good thing to be aware of.
Okay.
I'm not ready yet.
You. You're hell touched. Get away, hell touched.
Yeah, so I think you're nearing the little encounter for this particular region. Make sure that you got lots of potions and stuff
Need
ready
more
for you.
time.
You should be facing the first. Oops. First process.
I'm not ready yet.
At level 4, you should be able to use your core skill. You should be able to assign something to your core skill. Your core skill is basically an ability that uses your resource. So this is basically something that is a little bit more powerful than your basic skill. However, it uses your resource. Your basic skill will provide you some resource replenish, so you don't have to worry too much about running out of resources. You can use it really freely. In fact, in later game builds, it's usually considered advantageous to abandon your basic skill in addition for a second core skill or some of those future cooldown based skills.
All right.
I'm out of energy. I'm not ready
to, if I can
Are you supposed to press? Question pad?
I am unaware, but you should be able to. So this on the screen.
Try it again.
I'm not ready yet.
There it is. All right, so now I should be joining you in your game.
All right.
One second. I should be able to join you. Just have to find you, I guess.
Right.
Give me a few minutes.
All right.
I'm not ready yet.
This is a little odd, but I don't know if I can get to you right now. Looks like the locations are blocked. So
I have to do more stuff before you join me.
that seems to be the case, yeah.
All right.
So for now, I'm just going to hang out in town and see if I can give you some more.
I need more time.
tidbits.
All right.
I'm not ready yet.
So currently we're facing the Fallen. Fallen are kind of the smallest dudes, the smallest demons. There are quite a few variety of demons, honestly. You may have noticed that there's these Fallen Shaman that you've run up against, probably. It's important that you make sure that you get those guys relatively soon, because those guys, they will re-summon and be, they'll heal their companions. They'll revive their companions. So here we go.
All right.
We're about to go fight the guy. Cool. So this is the first kind of prolonged boss. Make sure that you're paying attention to things that light up. You use your core abilities. Oh, now you've got
I need more energy.
So feel free to use your core abilities. Hit someone with surprise. No problem. Keep your distance quite well.
I'm not ready yet.
You'll notice at the top that there's these little markers indicating health bar. You will drop potions at those markers, so you can kind of consider those healing points. So you may have noticed that the word vulnerable splashes on the screen for a little bit. Vulnerable is a key word in this particular game. One of the most valuable keywords in the game, actually, especially if you get the thing. Vulnerable is valuable. It allows you to do 20% more damage to whatever is vulnerable. Right? All damage implies this 20%. So what you may see is that there are some pest abilities that will apply vulnerable. They might not be as powerful as the other abilities, but by kind of having one skill that applies vulnerable, can then use the other skills to kind of develop.
I'm low on energy.
At this point, that's not really something that you care about. You seem to be fly forward. And you can tell if you're vulnerable by looking at your health bar. You'll see that there is a crack on your health bar. If you're vulnerable, you'll take 20% of damage. I like the use of the durability. As you can see, even if you're not using basic ability, the rogue is one that you're always cycling through energy. Energy is your resource.
Need more time.
It's that little purple sphere. What you're going to be trying to do is you're going to be trying to empty that thing, fill it up over and over and over. The rogue is really good at cycling. They use it very quickly, but they also do it very, very they're one of the fastest passive regen rates. All of them. Passes. 5 classes.
Need more time. I need more energy.
Only 2 of them. Sorry, there are 3 classes with passive sorcerer. And good job. You got it.
All right. Let's see here.
So now you can loot the body. Loot is a very big deal in Diablo, right? Loot is one of the ways that you grow stronger. There are kind of 3 core strength categories. The biggest one being loot. So the 3 core cycles, the way that you get stronger is you can get some permanent upgrades. Permanent upgrades happen by doing a thing that you'll find pretty recently or pretty near the future. You'll also get abilities from your ability skills. That happens when you level up. That's a big deal. And then the final way that you kind of build up is through gear. You notice that you had a blue gear. Blue gear is a rare gear or a magic gear. Basically, it'll have some attributes that it does, in addition to granting you some stats. So let's leave this dungeon. It should set you off closer to the town, and then we can continue our little story.
All right. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna have to think about this because during that whole boss fight or whatever, I was barely able to hear what you say because the game audio was probably a little bit too high for me to hear
Okay.
you through. So
It doesn't matter. I was just rambling about the game.
Right.
So do you see the fire, the torch, to the top left? Let's head over there so we can leave this dungeon.
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on a moment.
In general, you should never have to backtrack through a Diablo dungeon. They're pretty good about giving you fast travel. This early one is like the only one that has a mechanic where you have to like click it to leave. All others, you should be able to teleport out of the dungeon or teleport back to town. They're pretty generous with their ability to get out of dangerous situations.
All right. I think it was also because I also had my TV channel at blasting volume when it should have been on mute for some time.
All right. So you should be at Minsk. Let's continue on our little journey. So let's report in, so the villagers can know that what was troubling them in that tower has been destroyed.
All right. Let's do this.
You've returned.
Oh.
Happens rarely, and I need my allies.
I cannot interact with her while you are wherever, so.
All right, I'll leave. Sorry about that.
No problem.
All right.
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe
So
now.
I actually teleported to you, and now you're in the space. Cool. So we're partied up now.
Cool.
Truly. Ha! By the light, you are heaven sent. Oh, I'm so sorry. We haven't any coin to offer. But we have hot stew, good company, and...
Stay for a pint.
Wash out the taste of the stew.
Game design, everybody. Where random stuff like this happens.
We'd be honored if you'd join us.
You can't advance.
No, I could advance.
Okay.
To our savior.
Yeah, so they're throwing you a little party. You know, lots of fun.
I think I was poisoned.
Yeah. Luckily, you're Nephilim, so you're blessed.
I just hate how the music and everything just cuts out after every dialogue that is going on. Game design, what's that?
My mother's blood, my mother's body. So, shall you witness her glory? Before you die.
Still in that cutscene?
Yep. He's just about to butcher me, I think.
Not ready yet.
Oswin says, not ready yet. As like, he's heavy from Team Fortress 2.
They're coming! The whole damned village! Get up! Get up! We have to fight our way out!
They're coming to take me away.
Take them! May the light preserve us. I'm out of energy.
So, as you can see, they are part of a cult, Lilith, and we now have to escape the village.
Okay. Going around at the speed of sound. Got nowhere to go. One way to find out. One way to do, only one way to follow.
Right willing.
Oh, that's you. You're the madman from the shed.
I think you have to talk to
Those
Iosif.
heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins. Just like you. I came to my wits and escaped. Tried to get inside the chapel, but it was locked and... What manner of evil is this? A oath of blood? They must have fed them to me. A blasphemous ritual. How did they learn this? Perhaps the answer lies in the chapel. They kept it locked up for a reason. The key might be on that woman who was leading them.
All right. So we're going to have to actually loot this corpse here. Yep. We're going to grab the key and go through the door. All right. Now we should be able to explore this chapel.
Hold on a moment.
Yep. And find out what's going on.
Alright. Not back to where you were. I was just trying to take care of my skills.
All right.
Blood petals. Like the ones I was fed. Is this real?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are all together today to give you Ray Charles in keyboard. Amen.
Yeah. So this is the Church of Light. This is basically the main religion of the Fractured Peaks area. We're going to see a little bit about them later. And they're summoning the townsfolk to this small community. I'm going to let you enjoy the cutscene.
Shameful. Our Father has granted you a path to salvation. And yet, you stray from it at every opportunity.
You drink and gamble. You covet and steal. Shameful.
Sin is their birthright.
Ouchie, ouch.
My children. The lords of hell are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light, but in you. The faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire and turned you into a prisoner within yourself.
He makes a fine entrance.
Break the chains and discover who you were meant to be. Break the chains and be beautiful in sin.
Resist! Resist her temptation!
Bunny, it's me. I brought your child into this world.
I know you will be out of it.
As you can see, Lilith, one of the daughters of hatred, the main antagonist for this story, has inspired these villagers to turn against the church and embrace their hedonism.
They have awakened, Mother.
The first of many. Go to the dry steps and continue your preparations. Now, our true work begins.
Mother, but she's not Genova.
You came to
In
thank the light.
Diablo lore, Lilith is actually considered, mother of all Nephilim. She was one of the original demons that you're gonna have to talk to Iosif again, I think. The original demon that left and created Sanctuary.
You collapsed inside. I thought the darkness had swallowed you. I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch. What happened to you in there?
Oh, stuff. A lot of stuff.
I saw a vision. A whole demon. She said the lords of hell are coming. She wanted to help the people survive.
No comments.
Help them. She called them her children. And they welcomed her like a mother.
And then killed the priest inside. No biggie.
Mother. No. It cannot be. I must report to the cathedral. Listen, there is a hermit to the northeast. A man of questionable loyalty, but he knows of the forbidden. He might be useful to us. Bring him to the cathedral in Kiovashad. You will be in the light's favor.
Alright.
All right, ready?
Ready?
So the pale fellow that we saw in the vision was named Elias. He is probably one of the. Guess we can't go out that way just yet. Probably one of the more major characters that we're going to interact with over the course of this journey. The other character that we're going to be asked to find is part of the Haradrim. The Haradrim were those scholars that we mentioned earlier. Did you see this? So this is an altar of Lilith. It grants your character a permanent boost. So all characters now that enter the realms will have whatever permanent boost that offered.
Cool.
So as mentioned, the Haradrim, they're scholars. They're going to basically be trying to find ways to permanently end the threat that the demon hordes place upon our world. And so we're going to try to basically find one of them.
To be honestly fair, I haven't played a Diablo game, but I have heard of someone who really appreciates Diablo 2 and made a huge review out of it.
Yeah, Diablo 2 is one of the huge influence in the gaming world. By far one of the more popular games of last generation.
Oh, I thought it was a monster.
Nope. So you may see on the ground here, there's some glowing patches. Those are basically there to harvest some stuff. That stuff's kind of valuable when you're trying to upgrade your potions or when you're trying to switch out some harvested crafting their items.
Okay, cool.
It's important that you get some early because as you level up, your potions will increase. And as your potions increase, you're going to basically have to use those to make them better. Yeah, so let's explore around here. Try to find this old man, this hermit.
Wonder where he could have gone. Probably outside.
Nope, it's going to be in this room.
I know, I kid. I mean, that whole light.
What are you hiding back
I mean, that thing was so tough. Obviously a read.
Yep.
A school. He got an axe. Or someone does.
If you're going to trespass into my home, rifle through my things, then at least have the decency to join me for supper. I'm bloody hungry.
So this is Lorath. He's going to be our companion for the whole journey.
I wish it wasn't true, but it is. Why did I have that vision?
Thank those friendly villagers. They gave you the blood of Lilith.
Who? What now?
The blood of a demon.
Uh-oh.
Not just any demon. The daughter of hatred. the mother of Sanctuary.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, I guess she does sell Sanctuary.
She was banished ages ago. But this world is her creation. It was prophesied she would come back.
What does she want?
Rule the world, I'm guessing.
That's the question.
But she does. But she never asks to be or not to be.
Sanctuary has always been trapped amid the eternal conflict. A war between angels and demons. But Lilith serves neither side. She has her own plans for us.
So she's just being anachronistic? I don't know.
So
Me.
Lilith is
corrupted?
daughter of the great evil Mephisto. And basically, she is called the Mother of Sanctuary because she and one of the angels, Azrael, I believe, basically started Sanctuary. They stole the World Stone together, and they started Sanctuary. This was considered a crime, and so both parties were punished. Right.
Right?
The angel that started it with her was given over to the devils so that they could be tortured for all of eternity. He has since escaped that torture, so go him. Meanwhile, Lilith is, she was also tortured for many years, and she also found her way back. The story of how Lilith came back is shown in this game. How she made her way back to Sanctuary.
Oh, yeah, I did
Um,
see the opening with the priest giving himself over with blood or something like that. I think I,
mhm.
I think I either explained a little bit later or in the opening, if I remember.
Much later in the game, there will be a far more full telling of that story.
I see. Anyways,
Not sure yet. But you two share a connection. What will you do about it?
so is Lilith neither good or evil? She's just. Wait, she's probably evil, but she's not. She wasn't really evil to begin with. She was just made that way.
So Lilith is tired of the eternal conflict, and she thinks that there is a way to get out of it.
Okay.
And so she has a big plan that she's going to discuss, and she's going to try to leverage the Nephilim towards the plan of escaping the eternal conflict.
Interesting.
Yeah. So this whole story is
Use it.
kind of about
Find out what
unraveling
she's after.
her scheme. So I want to be kind of vague about it, but Lilith's her entire motivation through the entire story of the game has been her trying to avoid the eternal conflict.
Yes. So she's on nobody's side but her own. I guess that kind of makes her a little
Most characters
sympathetic.
in Diablo are on nobody's side but their own, but they do form temporary alliances.
I see.
Good.
So
We're in
it's
this together.
not totally black and white.
Ideally, it is not totally black and white. Correct. You'll find that Ball is a pretty straightforward character. He's probably the least interesting of the three great
Short
terrors.
fangs, young,
Diablo
freshly
is
combed,
the
an easy kill.
Lord of
Further south than the
I
others.
want to say lies. And his
Less
whole
spreading.
thing is that he's sneaky and he's crafty. So he might tell you something, but you can't necessarily believe it.
Who was that again?
Diablo is a liar. So his whole thing is that he's not as powerful as Mephisto or Bale, but he is more crafty, and he will basically.
So he's basically like Loki from Greek mythology.
Yeah. So I went up here, not because this is where we need to go, but because you may see that there's another statue to Lilith up here, altar to Lilith. As mentioned, those will allow you to get more powerful over time.
Right. Where was it?
I don't know exactly, but I know that it is up here.
Okay.
Might not be showing yet. We may have to come back. So let's head to the main town. So you may notice that one of these guys is bigger than the others. That guy, well, I guess there are two of them, but that guy basically has a special power attached to him. So if you kill him, you get a little bit more experience. He drops better loot, that kind of stuff. Let's talk to Laura here.
Hold on a moment. Right.
Let's continue to
The angel
Kiyosha.
in Arius. I'm sure you've heard the Cathedral of Light babbling about their Holy Father. Well, he's real. An angel walks among us.
Huh.
And when he learns that Lilith is here, blood will flow. They are ancient enemies. They'll drag the whole damn world into their feud unless we can stop it. Let's not linger. Kiyovashad lies just ahead.
Let's see here. Right. If you can see through my Twitch, I also have new emotes right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hold. To enter the city, you must
We
first...
have no time for this. To enter Kiyovashad, you must perform a cleansing ritual. Meaningless gesture, but some people take comfort in it.
How dare you!
Just let him through, lad. I've tried for years to get Lorath to do the ritual.
Fine. But this one stays.
Okay.
I'll meet you inside.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine and inscribe it with the sin which troubles you. Cast it into the brazier. As the fire burns the wood, so too will the light burn away your sin.
Anger.
What did you do?
There is no right answer for this one. It is a character choice. You have to
Right,
describe what.
but I'm just curious of what you did.
I don't care. I think I chose the top one.
Okay.
Happens rarely. I need my allies.
Now that we have engaged in their ritual,
Good. You must
we
feel
should
as
be
though
able
a
to move
great
forward.
weight has been lifted from you. Welcome to
As
Kyovasha.
noted, the Church of Light is a kind of a big deal for the small city of Kyovasha. This is one of the bigger towns that you'll find in the game. It's one of the main hubs.
Hold on a moment.
Yep.
Sorry about that. I just leveled up. Can't assign more than 2 slots right now. What kind of garbage is this? I'll have to.
Right now, you probably want to specialize. You're not gonna. You probably don't want to have too many core skills, and you probably want to be saving up. You might have the ability to use some nodes that are not skills. Those will give you bonuses that are usually pretty tasty. So that's where I've been spending some of my points.
What did you write on the little piece of wood? Something about hate or anger, perhaps? Well, it matters little, I suppose. I'm off to the dry steppes in search of that pale man from your vision. I must know what part he plays in all this. But first, I need you to retrieve something of mine while I finish my negotiations. A merchant in the center of the city has it. Just tell him I sent you.
All right. So what you're looking at is the stables.
Tattoos.
At this point in the game, I don't believe you have access to a horse. I could be wrong. They might have changed that. This right here is where you have your potions. When you're at a point to level up, you can talk to this alchemist and she'll be able to help you out. More importantly, though, you have this town center here. And in this town center,
I know that's a
you have
portal at
the
least.
first waypoint. The waypoint is your fast travel system for the game. It's very important that we have that. And then they want to lead us over here to this armory. You can buy weapons and armor from these two vendors, and you can talk to this blacksmith to the right there.
So the old man
Let's go buy back his equipment.
Right. Knowing him, he didn't mention coin, did he? If he wants his weapon, you will need to pay.
I have a good amount of coin. Let's see here. I guess I'll.
The old man sold me this too. Said he didn't need it anymore, but I think
you know what? I'll go with. No, that's for archery. Maybe a crossbow. You know what? I'll go with a crossbow.
So here's the equipment. If you have additional gear, you can salvage it. Salvaging is kind of a big deal because it allows you to have some additional resources that can be used to upgrade your gear later.
Alright.
At this point in time, I don't think there's too much point in upgrading stuff. We're going to be switching our gear in and out rather quickly.
Right.
But let's grab this strange amulet so that we have it for later. So you may have noticed that there's a chest. The chest right here, it allows you to store your items. At this point, again, it doesn't make sense for you to store too much. But if you're trying to plan for a second build, you might be interested in doing something like that.
All right.
All right, so let's go give our stuff back to Lorath here,
Can't
so
do
that he
here.
can
Apologies.
give us our next task.
Woohoo.
He also gave me this amulet. What is it?
I know.
The mark of the Haradrim. An ancient order of scholars and mages, born to protect Sanctuary from demons. These days, we are few in number.
Wasn't there an old man from Diablo 2? What was his name?
Deckard Cain.
There we are. I was thinking about him. Deckard Cain.
Unfortunately, Deckard Cain died in Diablo 3. He was trying to protect his daughter. I want to say Nellie. I'm not sure exactly on that one. But in Diablo 3, we also get to meet Lorath, who was a very young Haradrim at that point.
Ah,
There is another Haradrim. Donan. His breadth of knowledge about demons is equal only to his hubris.
Sounds like he could help us.
indeed.
You should seek him out in Skosglen.
Yeah.
But don't forget about the cathedral. They'll be expecting you, and they might prove to be useful allies too.
All right.
You're not coming with me.
Nope.
I'm going to the dry steppes to find out who that pale man is. Join me when you can, just be careful.
All right.
Your ties to Lilith, the visions you see. You are the key to finding her and stopping whatever she has planned. Sometimes our paths in life are set to collide. We just don't know it.
All right.
Whether it is by accident
So,
or fate's hand, there is nothing we can do about it.
I don't remember this
The
game
wanderer
exactly,
lost in the
but I think we're
storm,
going to go around town
fed the blood of
and
Lilith,
try to find,
saved by a lone
some
monk.
people to talk to.
Hmm.
You'll see that there's a blue quest marker.
If
That's
our
a little
lives
blue
Hold on a
exclamation
moment.
mark
drawn
over here.
together
I'm still in the cutscene.
by what?
Sorry.
Destiny? Or some greater power pulling the strings? I did not know.
We can change fate.
But at the time, I thought I had the chance to protect humanity from the daughter of hatred. The Wanderer's connection to her
Woof,
gave
woof.
me hope. Imagine that.
All right. So, wait, where? Oh, there you be.
Yep. To the north, you'll find that there's a blue exclamation point. This is a quest marker. Quest markers are basically they're side quests. They give you small activities to do in certain areas, usually highlighted blue on your map. It's generally good advice to just pick up quest markers wherever you can. You don't need to complete them, but they're a good way to get some backstory. In addition, they give you some experience
Yes,
points,
well,
which is
Bozan
always
has
helpful.
yet to return from delivering our tithing demands to Menestad. Perhaps you could sweep the roads and see what's taking him so long.
All right.
You can have up to 20 quests logged at any one time. After that, you can no longer accept new quests. This is not really a problem most times. All right, so this is a kind of a unique quest. It's actually recommended that you do this one early.
Okay.
The new militia recruits have been training night and day. They deserve a little praise. But I can't let them see me. Mind giving them a cheer for me? Easy coin for you, a boost of confidence for the recruits, and I get to go on being the hard ass.
What?
Everybody wins.
Yep. So what they're trying to
Wow,
do is
this woman, dang.
Leave it to me.
All right.
they're trying to teach you how to use emotes. So you can go over here and you can do your emotes. You have to cheer them,
I'm impressed.
and then that will complete that quest.
Hello.
That was the hello. There are other options on that wheel. You should be able to find one that says cheer.
Hold on a moment. I think I have to customize. There we are. Oops. Hold on. All right. And no. No, let's.
Well done. Impressive.
I think I did it.
Thanks.
All right.
I hope they don't get used to it.
There are a few quests that require you to have cheer, or to require you to use emotes. We'll get to them when we get to them. But for the most part, they're primarily just a way to signal between parties.
All right. I feel like they also do that in Final Fantasy XIV as well.
Born in sin, children of darkness. The Father's light can be sought through penitence and faith. Walk in the light. We must be ever vigilant against sin, brother.
Yes, Reverend Mother.
Let the light of Inarius burn away wickedness. Let not temptation lead you from his holy radiance. Let righteousness sear away corruption and sin. Cast out thy darkness, for only light must remain.
Cast out thine darkness, for only light must remain.
Is this the one from the west?
Yes, Reverend Mother. Did Lorath not accompany you?
He sent me on without him.
Putting faith in that old man was a mistake. What could possibly be of greater import?
Lilith.
Oh.
So, you know. We have received word from one of our knights of a demon sighting in Gale Valley. The description matches too closely to the sighting in the west. If you would travel to Yelesna and take stock of events there, you would have the gratitude of the Cathedral of Light.
Okay.
I had thought to send Lorath, but...
Again, he fails in his duty.
With or without Lorath, the will of Inarius shall be done.
All right. How about we take a little bit of a break until like 5:11 or so?
Okay.
Right. Here.
All right.
Right.
Make sure you grab that report off the altar there.
Reverend Mother, I
We should
received a
be able to move
report of a
forward.
potential demon sighting. Horned woman near Yelesna Mines.
All right, so this one's going to require us to go south.
Nothing yet.
So let's get out of
Send
this
a
cathedral,
tree-stand escort of
head
knights.
back to town, and we
We'll
can
report in
start
when
going
we
south.
find something.
All right. just to let you know, in about I got a little bit of a message a little while ago. There's probably going to be another break in the next 17 minutes or so. I do apologize about that. Hopefully, it doesn't take too long.
Not in town.
All right.
Me do my stuff.
All right. So this center here, this statue, this is where you can change your world tier. Currently, we're playing world tier 4, or it's a world tier 2. There are 4 world tiers total. Let's grab this quest here.
Wanderer, I know what you are.
All right. Something that's kind of, sorry.
Okay. Well, I guess I won't know what that conversation was about, because whatever that was, is you never told me to bother with the details.
All right. Well, it's just good to pick up quests. Not all of them are great. Some of them are, but we'll do the ones that we find. Talking about some quests, there's a body here. We're gonna head south. So this is Kiowa Shad proper. Currently, we're in kind of a snowy tundra area.
What is this?
As we head south, it's going to transition a little bit from a snowy tundra into a more foresty area. That's where we're headed. We're trying to go to the southern town there.
All right.
Let's use our dash whenever possible, so that we can get there in good time.
All right.
As mentioned, we do have about we are on the clock. All right. So this right here with the yellow circle, this is called an event. It happens that there's a lot of events. This particular one is called the Ancient Obelisk. Basically, we'll be asked to stand in the middle of these circles for an extended period of time. Over time, they will basically fill up. And if we do that, then we'll basically fill up these things. And we are on a time limit, so we want to make sure that we're hitting the time limit. But it shouldn't be too bad.
Level 7.
Okay. So it looks like we've got a waller over there. That's somebody who basically creates these walls that you can't really pass through. Luckily, there it is. So once you finish one of these events, you'll get one of these caches that comes out. They give you pretty decent rewards. Nothing to go too far out of your way for, but it's something.
All right.
I'm not ready yet.
So in this foresty area, we're starting to come into a higher bandit population. It's one of the kind of stories, environmental storytelling.
Oh, hold on.
Basically, wherever there's forests, there are people who are, making
Boy
their
wants
way.
to kill us. Got it.
So we want to be making sure that we're picking up these little green orbs. They will come out of all of the people that we kill. And this little event, the goal is to collect as many of those as possible. It's important to note that, keep an eye on your health a little bit. They're introducing a mechanic that we haven't seen too much earlier, and that is poison. So poison is basically going to make you have designated by green, and it will have slow drainage of your health. All right, should be almost there to our town. So this is the town of Gelsna. Every time you come to a new town, it's important that you unlock the waypoint, and now we can make progress.
Yay.
What do you need?
Prava sent me. I'm looking for Vigo.
You and that nuisance of a child both. Girl's been nagging us about that demon woman all week. Vigo's gone, looking into her claims. He should be at the mining camp north of here. A escort of knights went missing there last week, along with the girl's mother and another woman. Watch yourself out there.
Okay. We've at least played this part, if I remember.
All right. So let's pick up whatever quests are available to us right now. We might pick them up later. We might abandon them. We'll see what happens. There are some that we should be doing no matter what. We'll make sure that we hit those, because those are better quests, more interesting quests.
Yeah.
Right, did you get the quest over here?
My husband, Theodore, left our home in...
Yeah, you know what? I'll just skip these conversations. But I got that one there.
All right. So we're actually going to do the quest that you just got right now. It's one of the more interesting quests in the game. Along the way, we can kill some of these goals and pick up goal hearts. That is a different quest, but you don't have to necessarily do it right where they recommend. Let me know when you need to head out. You can stop. but hopefully we can get this little side quest going.
Actually, change of plans. It will be around like 4:45 or so.
It is.
I mean 5:45.
Okay. Sounds good. So as you can see, we're no longer in the space where there's a ton of bandits. We're in the space where there are ghouls showing up. And that's because the whole kind of western side of this map, is it eastern? This whole side of the Fractured Peaks has been infected by vampirism.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so we'll see more vampires and undead as we continue to travel in this direction.
I'm not ready yet.
So we don't have to do this event, do we? It's very close to where we need to be.
Whatever you decide.
I think we're gonna go this way.
Okay.
Basically, we're tasked with finding this woman's husband, and I think we just found him.
All right. Well, let's take care of all these guys first.
What has happened? Oh, heavens. No. No!
Such sights I have witnessed. Such pleasure. Such pain. I must have more.
What? Theodore? How is it that you...
More!
Please, go after that woman who did this to him!
More! 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 More!
So we're gonna basically find whoever did this to him and figure out, what's going on. It's marked on your map by this little blue space. That's always the quest indicator. So let's head over here. Let's go find out what happened.
I'm not ready yet.
It's no surprise Fedor was drawn to me. But I have given only what was desired. His petty soul has been torn asunder by agony and ecstasy, but his flesh is unyielding. You will not interfere.
There it is. So it was basically a succubus as
Oh, good.
this.
I wasn't going to be... I didn't want anything that kinky in this game.
So let's go back and resolve the threat, the quest.
I need more time.
More. More.
All right.
You deserve much worse than the mercy
So I
have
think
just
that
shown.
one's done.
Okay.
You can talk to pick up the reward. You do have to finish the quest in order to pick up the reward, so I guess I jumped the gun a little bit.
Yeah.
If it's a reward you want, take the dagger from his chest and leave me be.
So you have to click on that dagger, and when you do, you know,
that's a fine dagger.
Battle magic released. So this right here, this thing that we're coming up against, this purple thing, or sorry, orange thing, that is a dungeon. Let's not do that just yet.
All right.
Dungeons are a fast way to give you some powers. You can't use those powers at this time. Arguably, it makes some sense to do them anyways, but let's just plow forward for now.
I'm not ready yet.
Excuse me.
I'm not ready yet.
So if you head over here, there is a altar of Lilith that you can interact with. And that's one of those, again, things that gives you every character from now on will have a smite bonus. We're going to make our way over to the mines now.
Alright, I'll be with you soon.
I can't carry anymore.
Alright. And this is kind of the first real quest. If it's at 5:45, we probably will not be able to finish this quest today. So I'll let you decide whether we start it.
Well, let's do. Let's see here. Let's do some other stuff in the meantime.
All right. So we can go back to Yelslav or Yelsna. You can use that. Go to the map and you can cash in. There is a shrine to the left that we can pick up. So let's pick up that before we go back to Yelsna.
All right.
These are just, minor quests.
I'm not ready yet.
Most minor quests, they don't really matter.
All right.
I need more time. I'm not ready.
Alright, so over here, there's a shrine which we need to say a blessing for. Should be easy enough. This is another one of those where you have to do the thing, right? I don't remember exactly what the thing said or what the quest said. Let me pull it up.
All right.
All right. Give thanks at the shrine. Alright, so we have to give thanks. We could do that with the wheel.
Thanks.
So that gives us some elixirs. Elixirs are really valuable because they give you a boost. But for now, let's just head back to town. You should be able to teleport back to Yelsna. You can do that with the map.
Alright, just trying to
Get the
find
map
out.
and go to Yelsna. You should be able to teleport there.
Alright.
This will allow you to cash in.
I'll just finding a way of how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent work, friend. Ghoulhearts seem to have captivated the clergy as of late. It's no surprise, really. Understanding your enemy is the first step to defeating them.
In your inventory, you might notice that you have a couple of caches available. These are like, if you can right-click them, well, not right-click them, but if you can open them, you'll find that there's like lots of fun little goodies.
Here, where is that again?
They should be in your cache. Or sorry, in your inventory.
Okay.
You'll find little caches.
Right? The sealed exorcist cache?
Yep.
Right? I do have it. I do indeed have that.
Yep. You should be able to open it and, go about your merry way.
I'll just one open this. I've been trying to open it, but it doesn't seem like it wants to be open.
Alright. So caches basically contain some crafting elements. It's alright.
Alright.
Cool. This is probably where we might want to stop for now.
Yeah, let's see here. How well do you think we have made progress in that hour or so? 2 hours, I'd say.
We got to the first real quest. We should be able to knock it out in probably 30 minutes. 30 minutes to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's like the first real test.
Yeah, so. I'll see. I'll see about what I can do with next week or so.
All right.
Oh, do you think about? Oh, you're thinking about ending the stream right now?
It does not make sense. If we're going to switch games in about 5 minutes, it does not make sense to make further progress. So, yeah.
Oh. What do you mean switch games?
You said that you had a thing at...
Oh, no. Well...
5:45?
Well, it's not switching... it's not switching games that I meant. It's just another personal matter.
Okay. Well, if you want to take care of your personal matter, now is probably the best time to swap out.
Alright. Alright, so... Yeah. I think... Yeah, for this sake, I think I'll just end this stream.
Alright.
Then. Right, so... This has been Dry Oasis. I've been your host, and these have been my two co-hosts, Kirby and Snorlax. Say goodbye, Kirby and Snorlax. And as always, you can follow or subscribe to me on YouTube or Twitch. Follow me on Twitter or /X, or donate to me on my Patreon. And with me, this has been FuzzyCow. I don't think we've established that well. So, anything that you would like to say, FuzzyCow, before we leave?
No, Diablo 4 is a very fun game, so I hope that you have some fun in the future playing it.
Indeed. All right. Let's see here. All right. All right, so
talk to you later.
I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.